Hey y'all, it's Cindy Toucher with Around the Town in the South, and I'm here today with David Schommer. And if you don't know David yet, you need to know him. He does some interesting stuff around town. His real job is he is with JPS.
Jackson Public Schools, that's correct.
Right.
He's gifted.
Yeah, and how I know David is through the Mississippi Swing Band. My dad is in the Mississippi Community Symphonic Band, George Murphy, hey daddy, and he plays the trumpet. And when the swing band started, my dad was actually in it also. He's scaled back to just being in the one.
He was one of the founding members. Yeah.
Right. And so they have some great concerts that are no charge. Tell us a little bit about tell us about the Mississippi Community Symphonic Band first, and then tell me how y'all got this swing band started.
Sure. The Mississippi Community Symphonic Band started in 2004. David Miller was one of the founding members of that, and it's a full concert band, 6-piece, 70-piece band. And I had just moved to Jackson in 2004.
Right, because you're from New Orleans.
Born and raised in New Orleans.
You wouldn't know about that.
I had my first trumpet when I was 8 years old in second grade.
Wow.
Yeah. So I joined the concert band, and I couldn't help but notice that rehearsals were well attended, and the quality of musicianship was quite good. And it suddenly occurred to me that we might have a big band here, and that's how Mississippi Swing formed. By the end of 2004, I think it was. Yeah, end of 2004, we formed a 20-piece big band.
Yeah.
And our first performance was Christmas in Canton. Back in the day.
Fun. Well, the Mississippi Community Symphonic Band does, with the swing band performing at the same time during the intermission, they do free concerts, and you're not going to find better entertainment for free. And if you want to go to the Mississippi Community Symphonic Band Facebook page, follow it so that you can see when they're going to be. The next one is August 18th.
August 18th, Christ United Methodist Church. Showtime at 3.
Yeah, and your professional group is the Jackson All-Stars.
Jackson All-Stars. And the Jackson, what happened is that when Mississippi Swing first formed, we were amazed at the crowd response. Looks like people were hungry for that style of music, big band and swing and jazz and stuff like that. And so people asked if I could put together a professional version of Mississippi Swing. And so that's where the Jackson All-Stars came from.
Okay.
So it's a spin-off of Mississippi Swing.
Okay. And one of my favorite things, just because, this vlog is showcasing all things Southern, and David actually has a polka band called the Oompa Band. And there's nothing more Southern than the good old polka band.
And of course, the joke here is that, for most of the year, we're referred to as Mississippi Swing. But then on this one day during the year, we're called Mississippi Schwingen. So we had to get our German pronunciation in there. We're the largest Oompa band in the state. We literally have 20.
Is there another one?
That's also the running joke. Is that we're the largest and we're probably the only Oompa band in Mississippi.
Well, when I think of like the Oompa band, it reminds me of Home Alone when she's stuck on the bus with that have you ever seen that?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
She's on the bus with the polka band, and they're going, yeah, we have a few albums out. And they start naming these songs, and she's like, no.
Right, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
So if you're having a big party or event and you need a good polka band to get some good dancing going on, this is who you call.
We can do that too.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Okay, and on a more serious note, one of the things I want to tell you about David, and I'm on right here, get this. I saw this, I knew this about him, I wanted to bring it up, but then I saw this when I got here. He has won, or he was awarded, it's called the Give Award. It's the Governor's Initiative for Volunteer Excellence.
Correct.
And so he got this in, is it February?
It was just April. They awarded it in April this year.
Okay, yeah, and the reason that he was given this award, is one of the things that I really wanted to point out about him is he is really instrumental in getting instruments to kids who don't have them, and which is really important because there's, I really think the talent in Mississippi is incredible. If they don't have the means to do it, then, we're probably missing out on a lot. So these kids who can't get instruments, under normal circumstances, he's able to do this drive and get instruments to them. So tell us how this got started.
Yeah, actually kind of got an interesting backstory on it. Back in 2015 during the summer, I've always wanted to see if I could repair a trumpet. I've been playing trumpet since I was 8 years old. And so I actually bought one on eBay that had a few minor problems with it and discovered I could repair it and get it back into playing condition again. So that was so much fun, I bought another one and repaired that one. And then the light bulb went off that, probably there's some kids out there that could be using these instruments, who normally couldn't afford to have a musical, parents can't afford to purchase or rent one for their kid.
Yeah.
So the light bulb went off, and then it's like, well, I wonder how many other musicians out there have instruments they might like to donate. So then I emailed the members of Mississippi Swing, and the next thing you know, all these instruments start coming in. So mostly trumpets on the front end, and so then we just realized we're onto something.
Yeah.
There are band programs out there. People don't realize this, but there are band programs out there that have very little money in their budgets.
Yeah.
So that means that if a musical instrument breaks, they've got nothing. They don't have money to repair them, or they don't have money to replace them. So what we thought we would do is collect these older instruments, get them back into playing condition, and then donate them to local schools so that they could be used as loaners to families who cannot afford to purchase or rent an instrument for their child.
Yeah.
And it's been crazy successful. We've been doing this since 2015. To date, we've donated 118 instruments to 15 schools.
That's just 3 years.
So just 3 years.
Wow.
And we've also picked up corporate sponsorship now, where we have Trustmark Bank backing us up, Community Foundation for Mississippi, Ardenland Entertainment is backing us now, and we do have an anonymous donor that gave a substantial amount of money but would rather not be named.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, one of the things that I do truly love about my state, Mississippi, is that we may be the poorest state, but we are absolutely the most charitable state. And I mean, people are always willing to give, and I love that about Mississippians. And so,
well, the beauty of the musical instrument drive also is that it's a grassroots effort. We're taking instruments that are out there that people may not be using anymore.
Right.
And we're saying, let's just not leave them in the closet. Let's get them out of the closet. Let's go ahead and fix them up. Let's get them back in playing condition so that another generation of musicians can benefit from it.
Yeah.
And people have been buying into it.
So if somebody has if you have some extra instruments at your house, if you're an empty nester, your kids moved out, but they left their instrument from high school, if you got a trumpet or a tuba, if you have a tuba left over in your house, that's some prime real estate. You need to get rid of that.
You're
you think
not
how much,
kidding about
how much
that.
square footage that takes up? You need to get that out. But yeah, I mean, how would they get in touch with you? Where do we need to go to?
They need to come to that concert.
Come to the concert with instruments in hand.
That's right. August 18th at Christ United, 3 o'clock. But they can contact me, go to our website. One way you can get in touch with us is go to www.mcsb.us. That's the community band website. Or they can call me directly on my cell, 601-951-9091.
Okay. And we'll have a link to your...
And yeah, exactly.
On this vlog, we'll have a link to you too. So if you want to...
And yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
Good. And I actually was in the band.
Wow, what were you playing?
I was a flute player, which, let me reword that. I had a flute in high school, and I had a uniform. I don't don't know if my parents would agree that I actually could play it, but I tried.
You tried.
I
Pay
tried.
for effort.
Yeah. You know, some people just get all the talent, and it's not fair. But anyway, I did not inherit that from. And speaking of talent, not that I want to tell God how to run His business, but it's just not fair when one person gets a whole lot of talent, and some other people may not have a whole lot at all. But not only is he a great musician, but he is like a fabulous photographer. And this is one. Let's see if you can. It's a lot of. And then this one back here. So tell us just real quick, how your photography, is that just something you're doing?
Yeah, when I was in high school, my dad bought me a good old Pentax K1000. It was an old manual, 35 millimeter, and it really was a great way to learn how photography works.
Yeah.
You know, before digital and all that. So it really made me sensitive to light and staging a photograph and so forth. And then when I started teaching at St. Stanislaus boarding school, they asked, did I own a camera? And I said, yes. And they said, congratulations, you're in charge of the yearbook. But along with that, they gave me this fully stocked dark room with an unlimited supply of film and equipment.
Yeah.
So then that was like a great breeding ground for me, learning on how to do photography. And that's how I got into it. And then what I do with a lot of my artwork is I like to donate it to various events and so forth, so I can raise money with it.
Yeah, for silent auctions. A silent auction that I was involved in once, you donated some. So I actually own a camera too.
Okay, there you go.
And a flute. So, but that's where it stops. Well, thank you so much for being with us today.
Sure.
And y'all, we could not do this without our sponsors. So I want to tell you, our first sponsor to sponsor this today is Posh Maternity. It's at 141 Market Street in FLowood. And y'all, if you know somebody who's pregnant or you're pregnant, she has the cutest things and baby gifts, but she's really good at picking out clothes that you can wear in transition afterwards. So it's not something that you wear just during the pregnancy. It's something that you can carry over and keep wearing, which is, I think, is so smart. And also, Heatherland Tour, the I Ain't Doing It Tour, she's going to be in Jackson on August 19th. We're giving away tickets for that, and we are going to watch Cindy Cobb's videos to find out how you can be entered to win that. We're going to have a great time, and I want her to be so impressed with Jackson, and I want her to have the best time while she's here and just think that we're the best audience ever. So let's all support her and go over there and buy tickets for that, or register to win them. So thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you around the town.